You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark and her breaking the record last night. They played in Atlanta, the Atlanta Dream, and, well, Caitlin Clark effect was in full effect last night as Atlanta set a franchise record for attendance, and afterwards she was asked, as we know, tomorrow's Chicago Sky game against, is this one of the biggest rivalries in sports? Caitlin Clark responded with some stunning comments, and she shaded the media in these comments, and you should see Christy Side's face. But this goes to show you, when you hear her talking about Caitlin Clark, articulate, talk professionally, handle herself in a grown manner, all kinds of self-awareness, this should be far and away the spokesperson for this league. Keep in mind, we are only a little while removed from these comments from just last weekend that were so professional.
For inside, I think we were playing really hard. I think we went up really strong a lot of times, and we didn't get a lot of calls. And going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made. I guess some people got a special whistle, but just being able to...
Okay, coming right off the special whistle comments are this gem from this WNBA player. I don't even know who she is, but my God, it was embarrassing for the league.
Khalil, this looks like the bench production. You didn't get a lot of it in this game here. Talk about what they need to do going forward.
You said what?
The bench. Not score a lot in this game here, give you a lot of production. What do you have to do next in the next few games to help you guys most likely get to the next level?
What does the bench have to do?
Yes.
What did you...
I was saying that the bench didn't give a lot of production today in this game here. What do they got to do to help you all out as what they did in the previous game?
What they got to do? What they do last game? That's a real question? You for real?
No, what I'm asking is just really trying to get an idea of what they need to do.
So what the bench do the last game?
They actually played well. They played well.
So what they do this game?
Today they didn't do well this game.
Okay, so what they got to do? Score, right?
Yep.
All right, bet. That's it, right? Yep.
All right, so we have no idea what happened there. He was asking a legitimate basketball question. She didn't want to answer it. But as you guys know, the ticket prices for the Chicago Sky Indiana Fever, the most expensive WNBA game on record with an average ticket price of $271, 207% higher than the Sky's home average price of $88. And, of course, there's a story out there that there is right there, the most expensive ticket available is going for $9,131. So Caitlin Clark, right after doing this feat right here, which was in front of 17,575 fans at State Farm Arena, setting an Atlanta Dream record for single home attendance. The previous record was 11,609. She blew that out by 6,000 fans. For the franchise's inaugural game against the Detroit Shock, she crushed the very first game of the franchise ever by 6,000 fans. She was asked about this Chicago Sky game and the rivalry. And this is about as professional an answer, and she got plenty of praise for it, as you're ever going to hear anybody talk. She shaded the media. I absolutely adored it.
I mean, I think we're just taking it one game at a time. And I think that's why we've been able to be successful in this stretch, is because we haven't looked too far ahead. It's the game that's always just right in front of us. I'm pretty sure the only people that view this as a rivalry is all of you. Like, for us, like, it's just a game of basketball. Like, that's what it is. And if it's going to help move the game forward, absolutely. Like, that's amazing. That's what it should be. Like, people could talk about it. I mean, yeah, I think it's, I mean, I saw the ticket prices. I guess the only thing is, like, I'm surprised we're not playing at the United Center. I thought that would have been really good for the game and really good for all the women's basketball fans in Chicago. So maybe there's a conflict of some sort that I don't know about. Obviously, that's a little above my pay grade. But we're excited, you know, one game at a time. You kind of got to wipe this and learn from it. And, you know, we travel tonight and get there and practice, and it's a prep, and then you're playing the next day at 4 p.m. So, like I said, if that's what's going to help the game move forward, absolutely. And I think the two prior matchups have really lived up to what everybody expected, and just really great basketball games, honestly.
This league could not ask for a better representative than her. I love Christy Side's reaction. Her reaction was fantastic when she was asked right there. Look at her face. Nalissa Smith, I'm a huge fan. They love her. And this was an awesome reaction by Caitlin Clark. And you could tell her comment stunned. And she's very self-aware in the fact that, look, the WNBA and the Chicago Sky, they missed a big opportunity here not being able to move this game because of she's self-aware of the impact she's making. And I give her credit for it, but very articulate, very professional, light and day difference between Angel Reese and whatever that other player's name is. I don't know who that was, but that was wildly embarrassing. And this is who you want representing this team and this league. I mean, seriously. She got a ton of praise. She's completely unflappable. 100 out of 100 for her interviewing skills. Would be interested in her SAT score. Neurosurgeon with basketball. A teeny tiny bit on the spectrum. Not quite Rafael Nadal level, but she's absolutely brilliant for this league. She straight up nailed the reply. But the media will still flip it and try to make something out of it. Caitlin Clark is unfazed. Cece said, big venues only. I like that. Self-aware. We are seeing the rise of America's new superstar. The WNBA should be happy to have such an incredible player. I mean, it's awesome. It's truly unbelievable. I mean, is it a wonder most of America is in love with her? Is she the most adored athlete, the most interesting athlete in the country now, all of a sudden? I mean, honestly. Yeah, they should teach PR classes using her pressers as a reference. Yeah, I mean, honestly. It's a rivalry. It's just one-sided. She's freaking incredible. Love me some Caitlin Carter. It's obvious that her coach and her teammates like her. That's a great response. God, I love her. Well-spoken, well-played Cece. She's a pro. Very impressive. Respect. She's getting a lot of praise today because of these comments, and it was stunning. She shaded the media. Look, she's not dumb. She knows there is a rivalry there, or certainly one that's brewing. But you got to give her credit as a professional. She's taken the high road. I mean, she has continued to take the high road, whereas you're having some very inarticulate, unprofessional responses, play the victim, this, and that, and the other. Dejanay Carrington, Angel Reese, Kennedy Carter. We've seen how they represented themselves, and this is a perfect example of why Caitlin Clark is the biggest star, maybe the biggest sports star in America right now. No kidding. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.